coming up at the weekend, a death cafe. That doesn't sound like the most enticing event to go to. What's the thinking behind it?
Well, it's part of something bigger. It's part of the Dying Matters organisation. And the idea is to get people to talk about death, really. Not in a sad, miserable way, but being realistic and thinking about what you need to do or how you can help other people.
So it really is from a practical perspective?
Yes, it's things like making a will or thinking about where you're going to live if you want to downsize to a smaller premises, that type of thing. Very practical things.
There are death cafes all over the world. This just so happens to be the first time that we've organised one in the Isle of Man.
And death is something that people do struggle to talk about sometimes.
It's a bit of a taboo subject, and people are very reluctant to talk about it. Some people seem to think this is almost a superstitious thing, that if they talk about it, it's going to happen, it's going to bring it forward. But we all know it's going to happen to all of us sooner or later, and better to be prepared in advance so that your family know what your wishes are. Do your family know about organ donation, for instance? Do they know what your wishes are? Have you talked that with them? You might have your donor card in your wallet, but have you actually talked to your family about it? Are they okay with it? Things like that. Talking about palliative care. Do you want palliative care to go on and on and on, or do you want to say enough's enough? And that's the sort of thing that your family should know about before it gets to needing to know.
Because there have been some horribly painful cases in the past where people haven't let their wishes be known, and there have been disputes within families, for instance.
Yes, it's very difficult, Muriel.
Yes, Vicky and I both do funerals, and we've seen families where there hasn't been a will, or sort of there's bad feeling among the families. My brother died last November without leaving a will, and we're still trying to sort out his affairs. It's much easier if you have a will. People have this magical feeling that if I make a will, it's tempting fate, but in fact it's best just to do it.
And even to make a plan for your own funeral is a good idea. And we have people who have organised their own music in advance of needing it. But it's so much easier for the families if we can go into their homes and they have everything ready. They know what they want. They know what their loved one wanted. And it gives them huge peace of mind to know that they've got it right for the person who's died.